art and yeah, kind of an art mecca. So anyway, today I'm
Just
here at my place just doing a lot of stuff around the house, but keeping up with all of the work that needs to be done. So I'm glad that we could have our regular meeting today on the 16th. So how are you?
doing pretty good. It's rainy and windy.
Yeah, I'm where the way my office is, I can look right to my left and see the rain coming down, which I kind of like actually.
Yeah, I
So,
do too. Except I had to work. I went to went to one of the homes with one of my staff members, and she's leaving, which I didn't expect. But her husband lost his job. So,
oh,
yep. And we don't
oh,
offer
oh yeah, I'm sorry to hear that.
benefits. Yeah. So
Okay, shall
that
we
is that.
open with a short meditation?
Sure.
Okay, it's over.
It was real short.
Well,
Don't
you
blink.
said short, so
Don't blink.
I was looking at some of the quotes this morning by Yogananda. This man was such a prolific writer and thinker and spiritual man. And all is well on the inside. It is sometimes when we allow the thoughts and the affairs of others to crowd into our mind that pushes us a little bit off our center. But we beings are so spectacular, so nuanced in our abilities that even the slightest movement off of our center, we feel it deeply, just like a kind of a loss, like losing something really important to you. And I think this is where some of the suffering comes in. So let's use this example of not allowing others' thoughts to crowd into our mind, but relentlessly choosing to be in that beautiful balance, that wonderful poetic balance within ourselves. And with the skill of an expert, we maintain that balance with a very powerful inner focus. And from that point, nothing can perturb us. We know who we are, we know what we're about, we know what we're doing in terms of what is next, and our hearts are always open to learn the deeper lessons, the more important lessons, and to let go of the fluffy stuff, even though it's fun, but to stay focused entirely on the task at hand. And as always, may the sweet principles of harmlessness and compassion be the ever present, ever constant guide of your every intention, of your every thought, and of your every action. And so it is, and so it shall be. It is done. Breath in gently and breath out. Breath in gently and breath out. Feeling focused, in perfect point of balance and content. And when you feel the moment is right, open your eyes.
Right.
Okay, so we finished level 11.
Mhm.
Last level 11, you're more than halfway through. Not only are you more than halfway through, but this coming May will be 2 years since you embarked on this journey. And I gotta say, you're very solid in your work. You're very grounded. So As my role as teacher, I'm very pleased.
Thank you,
And
Dr.
you
Jen.
and you've taken on some interesting assignments with Wanda and Cindy.
Mm-hmm.
So you definitely, how they say, cut your teeth. Yeah.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
so do you have any reflective practices today?
Uh-huh. I sent them to you, but I can pull them up.
Oh, you did? I haven't.
Yeah, right before I said see you soon, I attached. There's 5.
Well, let me.
You want to pull them up?
No, you can screen share.
Okay. All right.
But let me look. Oh, here
Let's-
they are. Oh, you sent them at 1:20. Oh, well, two
yeah.
minutes before.
Yeah, right before we signed in. But I'll go ahead and start with 51. So the thing is, I do not remember this person's name. All right. So let me get back to you. All right. I'll send you the request to share.
Okay, you're in. So this was a male?
No, it was a woman.
Oh,
And I labeled it MFT because that's the only way I could identify her. So here,
was it somebody new?
new for me, but she said she had been through sessions with you before, but I think it had been a long time.
Hmm. No, I don't. A name does not come to mind right now.
Okay, so let's see. I think she came in the same time Cindy returned, so it was around that same time. Because I thought I had seen Cindy first and then she was second. But anyway, here we
Hmm.
go.
Yeah.
Uh, so with the root chakra, well, I could see felt digestion issues. And then when I got to her sacral, there was a faint image of a pyramid. So anyway, we'll talk more into that later. Solar
Hmm.
plexus, I think, was her dominant chakra. Then when I got to her heart, there was knee pain. And then her throat,
Hmm.
there was stress. And then third eye, I could feel an awakening, like a vibration, and it
Oh,
connected to her crown.
okay.
All right, so we'll go down. It was remote, and all of her biofields were affected. I felt more of it's emotional, psychologically, um, more in those areas than anything else. Uh, I don't think she had any real physical areas of concern. These were more of the body taking on the symptomatology or
Oh,
was
okay.
represented right. And
Okay.
so the root I felt like it was weak, so it had improved by the end of the session. Sacral medium to about medium. Solar plexus, I believe, was her dominant
Oh,
uh,
and went from medium
chakra.
to strong, huh?
Hmm.
That's
The
good.
heart was weak, it went to medium. And I'll explain later the correlation with the knee. Throat
Hmm.
was stressed and it improved as well. The third eye remained the same because it was already stimulated and connected to the crown. So she had a
Hmm.
good connection there. And then the crown I felt like was connected. At that time, I didn't feel any attachments. So participant has a lot going on in her life. She's overwhelmed with major decisions and is at a crossroads. In an initial view of her field, she was observed in a frame in which she was a glow of light. However, everything around her presented as dark. First
Wow.
is affected, well, I don't even know how the heck I come up with some of this stuff. I really do know how to speak English. This is kind of weird. I don't know. This always happens
You
with
don't know how you
you.
come up with some of this stuff?
It's like the language, right? Uh,
It's a holy gram.
I don't know what's happening. Anyway, her current life situation is leaving her emotionally, psychologically, and physically depleted. Spiritually, she felt strong.
Which night
Um,
which night was this? Do you remember? or was it a long time ago?
It would have been a while back. I thought
Okay.
I had pulled up the her forms, but I didn't. What I did was I have the ones that I need to finish. So the other ones are in a file, but I can tell you the date. So I
Oh,
can
I'm
pull
just
them.
curious because usually, we record these things, although
Hmm.
in recent months, I've just been asking you to record them for yourself instead of me recording and sending them to
I
you.
know, and then I forget to record.
Oh,
But I thought she would be back, to be honest with you. But anyway, let me keep going. She's not grounded. She is not grounded and experienced digestion challenges, which represent inability to accept her new growth. It could lead
wow.
to self-sabotage. Regarding her heart chakra, there was a physical knee pain indicating some difficulty with basically decision making, which is causing some heart pain or suffering. So just
Okay.
stress her, she's the love of what she's doing right now and not moving. It's really her creating this story, not, the story creating her. Her fifth chakra or throat chakra is overwhelmed. She will be challenged to speak the truth and explain it. Why? The participant is, uh, well, it should be at a juncture in her life in which she must
Yeah.
make some personal decisions. She has become stressed over the challenges she now faces. Give me 1 second, Dr. J.
Sure.
Majesty needs her tea.
Oh, my husband said Her Majesty needs her tea. So that's
Oh,
The
oh.
Queen needs her tea break.
Thank you, Dr. Chemistry.
we got to come up with a good one for him, huh?
Dr. Molecule, I think.
Dr. Molecule. Well, he's heading to Germany on Friday. So I was going
Uh-huh.
to tell you that I won't be able to meet at our regular time because I have to get him to LAX.
Oh, he's going to fly out of LAX?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've done that too. You save a few bucks that way.
Well, somebody else orchestrated it, so his partner is flying out of LAX, so they want to fly together. So,
Okay.
and I don't know, I think there's daily flights to Germany.
Your tray, Your Majesty.
Oh,
I was gonna
somehow
tell
I
him to
feel,
kiss the
say,
royal
yeah,
finger.
yeah, somehow I think there's a little bit of payback there. Like he gives you all that, then says, well, now that I've done that for you,
Oh, there you go. We always have a card in the back pocket. I'm like, what? I think you're behind. But
yeah,
anyway.
yeah, I gave you tea anyway.
Hmm. So she's feeling powerless and is not utilizing the current tools that she has available.
Okay.
So I began working from her root chakra and continue, always start from the feet and go up, and connect to all her chakras. Spent time providing relief to her digestive system, worked on her knee pain or heart, and encouraged calmness to her throat chakra. During the second inventory, she presented with stress in her neck. So to me, it was like, well, what she's doing is she's stressing herself out. What to do? Shared with participant that she is the light and is surrounded by darkness. She has a connection to ancient civilizations and can become more connected. Next, shared that participant has an electrical energy in her upper arms she may access and nurture.
Hmm.
And then, the typical stuff's here at the first paragraph, making sure she takes care of herself, drink plenty of fluids, give herself time to rest, eat well, and continue her spiritual and religious practices. Um, the participant could ground herself at a basic level. First recommendations included planting her feet in red, soft dirt or adobe while grounding, identify her guardian angel or her spirit guide, connections to ancient pyramids, acknowledge the presence of support and demonstrate gratitude. Visualize her feet joining the earth, sinking deeper into the planet to the extent she becomes one with it. Release stress by giving it to Pachamama. Next, accept her power, the power in her arms and her feminine power she possesses.
Okay, so embedded within that is the third chakra dominance in that if she's not grounded, her power's got no place to go. And you also talked about next accept her power. And in the third chakra, it's never whether a person has power, it's that the person has power. So if she accepts her power, then she has to be in a place where it's okay to be powerful among others.
Mm,
Because sometimes that freaks us out. But if you don't accept your power,
hmm
if you don't allow yourself to be in that place of power, then you're just going to get pushed around a lot.
Well, I think
That's
it
the
was,
confusion.
well, you'll see at the end, but I recommend she accept assistance as she may become immobile if she is not open to receive. But number four, so I didn't do a follow-up, but I did ask, does this resonate with you? And she said that she is an MFT intern, and she's completing her hours. I think she was at a point of just wondering if she should continue. Because
Ah,
even, what's going on in the world, if people are following, they're wondering, well, what's going to happen? If everything just totally falls apart, you investing time in this old system that's not even going to be applicable. So that's what I got from her without her
yeah,
saying it. But
yeah.
basically, asked her, you feel like you're on the right track. You have all these assistants or guides, access to the ancient knowledge and pyramids. So she seemed to, she said it does resonate and she felt good about the session. And I know it's not about feeling good, but I think the key is if she doesn't move forward, she could become immobile because of
Well, that's just it. And healers get very frustrated sometimes that you give them really good advice and then you say, okay, well, so and so it's up to you. Do this and you achieve these results. Do it not. And they don't. And so that's where you lay it at her feet. Look, you've got the power. You can do this. Here's how. I just illustrated what's going on, why, but I'm also telling you how you can do it. Then they've got the complete roadmap. The rest, they have to step into that power. That's healers can get very frustrated at that point where you hand it off,
Mhm.
go and sin no more, right? And yeah, and then they see you in a month time and says, well, no, I didn't really do what you told me to do. And it's like, oh, it's
Mhm.
frustrating. So that's where healers
Right. I
just
think
have to
sometimes
be.
people come for relief, like you said, and maybe the intent is they want to know what's going on. They want some pointers on how to do it, but
Yeah, yeah,
without the follow-up, I think those are the dynamics. Is like, how do we even to follow up with her would have been great. But I think she's well on her way. The question is with all the aches and pains,
yeah. Now I really want to know who it is.
um, I'll look up the date for when I first saw Cindy, and then you guys can look up who was new or who was a
Yeah,
return.
yeah.
Then we'll know.
We can do that. And if I might have recorded it, I don't know. In recent months, I have not been
Mm-hmm.
because I used to forward it to you
Mm-hmm.
to.
So I'm trying to figure out. I think I could just close this without losing you. You shouldn't have to save it, but that's all right. All right, let me go back. She was pretty cool to do, even though it may sound kind of boring, but because the pyramids were there, it's almost magical when you see that kind of stuff.
Tanya, I got to tell you, that's where it can get to be really difficult because a lot of history has been hidden
Mm,
from people, and history is always written by the winner, not written by the loser. So
mm,
a lot of stuff's been erased. What I'm saying to you is you may see something in that person's past that's absolutely right on, but there's no written evidence to support it that says, oh,
hmm
yeah, at this time, these people, not everybody kept records. So that's where it's important for you to continue to trust in your training, and then bring it forward. Okay, well, how does this past lifetime serve you? And how can you recapitulate the power of it and inform yourself in this lifetime that grounds your power even more?
mm. So that's interesting because I did one with Brad and Helen, and that's not part of this group yet. I may have them somewhere before we end, right? Because I think I have like 9. So I was trying to get as many submitted, and then
Well, look where you are,
you
51 out
get
of
it.
90, Tanya.
So what's funny is I think this is 52, so I have to renumber it. I don't think I could do it here. Oh yeah, I
Okay.
can. Because it's the correct number on the saved, but not here. There we go. All right, so this one is Helen.
Hold on one second. So RP number 51. We okay, so that
Ah,
that was RP 51.
well, you know what? I didn't do the no, this one's not finished. Sorry, this is the wrong one because I'm
What
saving Helen for later. So I had paused on Helen because this one for Helen, let me find it. So let me close this out. No, somebody else is 52. I was saving Helen for later, but it's hilarious when we get to that. I won't say anything because you're going to crack up. But anyway, this is 52. Yeah, this is 52 and it's Divinity. This one was 12/1/25. All right. So
what is that? What is 12, 1, and 25? What does that mean?
that's the date. 12/1/25 was the date I
Oh,
saw her.
oh, sorry.
So this one is Divinity. Sorry, I was saving Helen because one is funny and anyway, it makes sense in the evolution of things. So she'll be coming up, but not yet.
And what was the date of RP 51?
Let me go back and look. Oh, I don't think I put the date on there. Let me see. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna have to pull up the original form because I didn't write the date in on this sheet.
Okay. I just keep records of every time that we talk, so I know what we talked about.
So let me get out of that. Okay, so here we are with Divinity. So with the root chakra, there was a tingling in her jaw. Then sacral was the dominant, and I saw a
You got to scroll.
crystal.
You got to scroll down.
There we go. So I saw a crystal in her view when I got to the second chakra. And then it connected to the crown.
Okay, but your image is not moving on the screen.
Can you see it? Maybe
I
it
only
froze.
see, I only see the top of it.
So I'm already, I mean, that's the only thing in the view is the figure in the write up. So I'm wondering if
No, I,
it,
I see above that.
all right, so why don't we do this? Why don't I stop sharing and start again? It may have frozen because I can't move it. If I move it any further, I'm in the second page. Let
There,
me get,
I stopped your sharing so that you could share again.
okay. All right. Can you see it now?
Yes, the top of it is cut off. I don't see above that fellow's head.
Hmm. Yeah, my computer's trying to, how's that?
Better. Yeah, got it.
Okay.
That's good.
So there was tingling in her jaw when I was assessing the root chakra. Then for her sacral chakra, I felt like that was her dominant chakra. There were crystals. There was a big crystal in her view, not crystals, one big one. And then it connected to her crown chakra. With the solar plexus, I heard a message from her guide. And then our heart chakra, there was a vibration in her back and then power in her left hand. For her throat chakra, there was a window that was fading. So I know it kind of looks like a triangle, but it was slanted. So anyway, I could barely see it, but it was there. And
Okay,
then
so
for her,
let's go over something just to refresh your teachings. A healer's working on a person and they say, Dr. J, I saw a woman riding a horse across a river. I said, oh, you mean that they were exemplifying the power of the sacred feminine using their will to move through their emotions? And the student says, no, I saw a woman on a horse on a river. So there's so many times in my experience of students saying, I saw a pyramid, I saw a crystal, and to trust that it has a much deeper meaning. It's a way of saying your intuition is working much better than you think it is, because we tend to think it's not working well when it's usually the other way around. So if you say, "Oh, Dr. J saw a woman on a horse going across a river," just give yourself permission to say, "Okay, am I speaking literally horse, like a real horse, or am I speaking metaphorically? Horse means willpower, power, moving forward. A woman means the sacred feminine. River means movement of the emotions." So just, when you start making these assessments and your mind goes, "Gee, Dr. J, I saw ancient temples." Okay, then go into it and say, "Okay, well, what does that do?" Give yourself credit to say, "Okay, maybe that's just really a metaphor for something else." It gives
And,
you much
yeah.
more breadth in your assessments.
And I believe that. I'm just outlining what came, and then in the next section I'll
Hmm.
go over that. But the
That's
third
fine.
eye was an
Yeah.
opening to ancient heritage. So that's what I got from
Okay.
for Miss Divinity. It was remote. All of her biofields were affected. Um, the root chakra I felt like was weak, but it improved. The sacral was strong. It was dominant and it remained strong. The solar plexus was medium, then it moved to strong. And I did hear a message from her guide, but that's one thing that I want to see. And who knows? I think it's all, well, I want to see where that goes. Am I going to I do get like, it's in a form of a thought, but I'll hear the ringing and it's a different ring for different people when their spirit, their guide is there. But anyway, medium, solar plexus went to medium to strong. Heart was stimulated. It went to medium. Throat, medium, it remained the same. Her third eye was stimulated. It was the same. Crown, stimulated the same. And I didn't assess any attachments. Divinity is a healer and enjoys increasing her connections and has attended Monday night energy work. So I think she's doing the healing work through her art. Although she's not a student of Dr. J's, she is not grounded and has not stood in her complete power.
She's been to many, many Monday nights.
So you can feel it.
Yeah.
She's incredible. Divinity is affected psychologically and emotionally. Her body did not present with any persistent issues. However, if she is concerned, she should see her physician. Her root chakra indicated grounding, connecting to her ability to speak. Next, she is powerful but has not completely accessed,
Access.
yeah, nor listened to her guide. She
Mm.
has a fleeting opportunity in relationship to her fifth chakra and her ability to share the truth and share it with others.
So go back into that. What do you mean by fleeting opportunity?
Well, that is the faint image. So when I got to her throat chakra, if you look at five, this window was fading.
Hmm.
So I could see in her peripheral view, it's like a real window, is what I saw.
Good for
And
you.
I believe that is an opportunity. If she is willing to go for it right now, it's there for her. Let me
Very
see.
good.
Where was I? Oh, okay. Why? Divinity is progressing in her spiritual work and has many tools at her disposal. She has crystals which will benefit her progression as she is a creator and has feminine power. Her guide spoke during the session to confirm that she has support if she asks and allow. Her
Hmm.
heart chakra expressed vibration in her back like a superpower of healing. If she allows the flow of energy, she has the gift to heal. This time of great opportunity may be fading, but may return. There is an
Mm.
opportunity
Mm.
now if she chooses to explore and move forward.
Nice.
And then two, what did I do? I began work starting with her root chakra and continue to work, man. Before you get all this, work on as well as connect to all of her chakras to the crown chakra. Focused on grounding and connection to her ability to speak, interpret, and share. Her basic existence is relying on her ability to ground, and through grounding, she will elevate her ability to speak. There may be a past challenge when she was a child that may have caused it. This was a very interesting energy healing session as many powerful messages emerged. If she utilizes crystals as part of her routine, well, I should tie that all together, but anyway.
That's
So I
okay.
think
I
she
get it.
can use the crystals to help her move forward with this possible trauma. What to do? Ground, acknowledge her tools, guides, and talents. On a basic level, her foundational existence is connected to her ability to speak her truth. In her field related to her creativity in sacral chakra, if she uses crystals, she may connect in a higher level or on a higher level to God in her creation.
Hmm.
A message was received from a higher guide for her to own her personal power. Also, if she is open to receive gifts, she has a superpower at her disposal. She is connected to wisdom of ancient civilizations, and this wisdom has unlocked her ability to use her third eye.
Very
Recommendations
nice.
entailed, yeah, let me see. This grammar is interesting because I'll reread it. I don't know what
I do
is
the
going.
same thing.
Yeah, that's
That's
kind
why
of.
I love the little blue underline. Like, you might
Yeah,
want to
but it
change this.
wasn't it wasn't like that before we opened it up right now. So what is that about?
Oh, sure. You say that now.
I know because I went through it. As instructed by Dr. J, Dr. Chakra, suggests she allow herself time to feel the effects of tonight's session. And you get all that. So let's get down to the nitty-gritty. Ground by creating a mantra to speak to her younger self. In her
Oh,
mantra ceremony, use eucalyptus uh, uh also drink the tea and drink her tea. Whoop. Utilize water and crystals to enhance her ceremony. Always ask for protection, guidance, share love, and call out to her guides for assistance. Connect to her ancient heritage, share with ancestors that she is part of the whole, complete and ready to complete her mission. So
mm.
we talked further, um, and this has been a while. And she said that, my suggestion was for her to use the water element. I know it's cold there, but to get maybe in her bathtub, use some salt in the
The
ceremony.
the more you do this line of healing work by allowing spiritual power to flow through your chakras, the more you're going to perceive like ancient cultures, like beings that want to make their presence known, who work with divinity but want you to tell divinity that they're there. And this is going to become more and more common for you. So, a part of it is to relax into this awareness that your intuition's working great. And then just to be in the flow and attune yourself to the way in which the person could understand it. So let's say it's a stranger, never met them before, man, woman, doesn't matter. But you can still tune into their character in this lifetime and express things in a way that they feel heard, that they feel is relevant to them. But sometimes certain powerful things are going to happen. Last week I was working on a familiar person. This was last Monday. And I told her that her mother actually had another child. Because I asked her, how many siblings do you have? She says, I have one brother. I said, well, actually, you have another. You have a sister.
Mm.
And so she gasped because then she says, I remember long, long time ago, my mother telling me that she had a girl. I had a sister, but I had
Mm.
forgotten. So my point in telling you this is sometimes you're going to see these things and then you decide if it's relevant, because so often when you say something that's really powerful like that, how could you miss, right? Wow, I had a sister. My mom told me ages ago. Then when you say the other parts to them, like I recommend this is what you do and this is how to go about doing it, they're much more likely to follow what you say because they know of your authenticity when you tell them this information. So as you continue to do this work, I'm going to repeat myself. As you continue to do this work, you're going to keep expanding, and these things will become very common for you.
So I know when I was working with, like, people want more in depth. Like, okay, what do you mean ancient civilizations? Well, I saw the pyramid. What do you mean by an opportunity? Because I saw this window. That's exactly, I'm just going with what came to me at that moment. It was an opportunity. She can choose to grab it, to nurture it, or I feel like it may return. I just feel like things do cycle. Well, we don't know, right? But anyway, thank you, Dr. J. So I'm gonna pull up the next one. Now we're on 53, so it's Jennifer. And the date on that one was 12/9/25. Well, this one for Jennifer. All right. So we started with the root chakra. There was a side ache. Sacral, there was a side ache. Then her solar plexus, I feel like was her
You're gonna,
dominant. And it was,
are you going to screen share?
sorry. Let me get back. Share. Let's see which one. Oh, okay. So what did I say? This was Jennifer. All right. Great. Okay. So for the root and sacral chakra, for both of those, I felt a side ache. 3 solar plexus was dominant, went right to her pineal gland. Heart, tingling, head, well, tingling were her head and her legs. The throat chakra, I felt like there was this multi-dimensional item, and I'll explain later. Third eye, and what I got was remember to clear, and then there was a vibration at the crown. All right. So it was remote. Biofields were affected. Um, the root chakra was weak. It was improved. Sacral, I feel like, was medium and improved. Solar plexus was the dominant. It was medium and became stronger. Like I said, it was a connection to her third eye. The heart was stimulated and it was medium. Throat,
Okay.
medium,
Okay,
about the
stop,
same.
stop.
Uh-huh.
Sometimes when you are making your initial assessment, like you're not getting into the words yet, but you're saying, okay, third chakra, dominant. Okay, I get it. Oh, connection to the third eye. This also reveals a lot about the character of the person in this lifetime. When you, as a practitioner, start thinking about, okay, what do I know about the solar plexus? Okay, what do I know about the sixth chakra? And you can see how those chakras can work together to affect the personality of the person in this lifetime. And it could be a transitory thing. It could be right now, that's what they're working with, 3 and 6 mostly. But that's going to inform you because, a lot of times people who come to you for healing, they don't know exactly what you did because it's not like you moved a vertebrae. So that's why your assessment is so important because you can understand how the third chakra and the sixth chakra work together. But when you turn it into words like, okay, I know how this works. I know how that works. How can I relate it to that person between what I know about the third and the sixth chakra working together? Then they really take that and they run with it because they know that you got them. It's good. It's good that you see these connections.
Then the heart was stimulated and it was medium, throat medium, and it remained the same for the
Mhm.
second assessment. that her third eye, I felt like, was secondary to the solar plexus. And so it was medium and it remained the same. The message I got was clear, 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 clear. And the
Nice.
crown was stimulated and it was the same.
Okay.
All right. So Jennifer's biofield was strong. However, she is affected spiritually. She is a healer, and this session was interesting. She presented with a side ache connected to her root chakra, indicating there is some possible trauma. Her sacral chakra presented with a side ache and back ache. Jennifer's solar plexus shared a connection to her third eye.
Right.
Jennifer's throat chakra indicated her ability as a multidimensional being. In a
Hmm.
peripheral view, she presented as a light in a two-window view that rested in darkness.
Wow. Is that like Tanya the poet?
I don't know, that was what I saw. I mean, at least,
Wow.
wait, did the spelling work out right for me? The grammar this
The
time?
spelling, the
Oh,
spelling, spelling and grammar are fine, but I'm thinking, wow, where are you going with that? The dark, the
where's the blue?
the two window in the dark and the.
Yeah, she was in a window in a window. I could see
Oh,
her like this view,
oh, I
right?
love this. I
So
love
that's where I
this.
got the dimension, like she's traveling in dimensions, right?
Yeah, that's so cool.
Jennifer is exposed to experiences causing some challenges presenting in her root chakra and her sacral chakra. She is not grounded and unable to perform at a higher level creatively due to a challenge as felt in the form of a backache. Note,
Okay.
there was a connection between her solar plexus and third eye. She
Mm.
has access to another dimension, but must continue to always begin with her faith. Next, her
Yes.
heart chakra was overwhelmed as she's giving much away without feeling herself. I began
Okay.
work starting with her root chakra and continued to worked again. What the? Work on as well as, so maybe a comma right here, as connect to all of her chakras. And I should say continue to whatever. I'll come up with something. You get it. Root to crown. Grounding and relief to her right side, I mean, sorry, to her side in digestion, assisting with balance. Next, worked with her sacral chakra, empowering participant uh, basically to relieve back pain. It didn't highlight it. See what I'm talking about? All right. Noted she is a multi-dimensional traveler and should travel with protection and a guide. What to
Right.
do? Always begin with clearing, cleansing, and grounding. Jennifer is a multidimensional traveler and may be exposing herself to some residual exposure. She must ensure she is well protected from attachments when traveling to other dimensions and exposing herself. When I first received a peripheral view of Jennifer, she existed, for example, a picture in a double picture frame, and she was light within a dark frame, although the second frame was of light. So
Wow.
it's like I think it's here in this dimension. She has the light, but when she's traveling, she's entering something that I don't think she knows is exposing herself.
Okay. Cool.
So the first part is
Wow.
the traditional stuff. But I recommended she create a mantra to ground, clear, and cleanse. Prior to traveling to other dimensions, she may want to consider wearing a simple protection, incorporate the four elements, use a crystal to clear her fields. Their mantra should focus on clearing, cleansing, protection, gratitude, and mission to be united as a whole or dissolve the separation.
And
So I
she's a
just felt like,
fellow ICT practitioner, so she gets a lot of what you're saying.
yeah. So further recommended she return to her mission in the University of Life and Purpose, focus on beginning and ending with faith-based practices. I think that's what was missing when she travels. So she did tell me that she was tired from she was going to put on, I believe it was a conference, or she already did, not even a conference, like a workshop. And so it was unicorns and something. So she really is traveling. She told me that like during this session. So I didn't follow up with her, but she did say it resonated with her, what I said. But I think, I don't know how you really protect yourself when you're traveling other than what we're already doing.
Well, with unicorns, obviously.
But it was something else, unicorns and something else workshop. And I do believe they're traveling. She told me that at the end when I said, does this resonate? But I think she's traveling interdimensionally and it's
I think I vaguely
causing,
remember that.
I don't know if it's because at that time, I wasn't assessing for attachments. However, if I was looking at the aura, I definitely do see it's a gray type of image that I normally see attached. It's not, well, it's attached, it's on the body. It's like a film, right? Maybe on the back. And so when I was thinking back at this, I was like, next time I see her, I will explore that. That I felt like she had something harmful, detrimental, not during this session.
And
So,
there's this urge to peel the film off.
well, I don't know if it's peel the film off. What happens is if they're oppositional, then something is going on. Like they're
Yeah.
not
Yes.
accepting any positive, or even if you leave it
Yes.
up to them or you repeat what they say and they still negate it, then you're
Hmm.
definitely, there's something going on here, right?
Another hard part for the healer. You know what to do. You know what helps them, and sometimes they go in the opposite direction anyway.
Mm-hmm.
That's hard.
Can, can you see the next one? This one is Lisa.
Or are you up already on another one? You
Uh-huh. And
are?
this is
You are?
1222. Uh-huh. The next
Which
one
one
is
is this one?
Lisa. And this would
54?
be number 54. Let me be, yeah, everything is lining up.
Lisa Shiratori.
Yeah. So with Lisa at the root chakra presented was energy in her hands and palms. Sacral was related to grounding. It
Okay, I
just
only
was,
see the top part of the thing now.
I wonder,
I only see the top of it.
I'm going to stop again and then start. So I think that may help. There's Lisa. How's that?
I see the top of it.
Okay, so I haven't scrolled down. Here we go.
Oh,
How's that?
yep, it's
Okay,
working.
great. So the sacral chakra went like right to grounding. That's what I got. But anyway,
Oh,
the solar
wow.
plexus, there was an itch on her shoulder. So I think it was her guide, and then I heard a deep hum. Her heart, there was hint of digestion issues, but it wasn't like really strong. Throat was stressed, third eye, left leg pain, and the crown was
Hmm.
connected. All right, so it was remote, biofield, all affected, archetypes, all affected. With the root chakra, it went from medium to improved, sacral, medium to improved, solar plexus, medium. I felt like that was her dominant chakra. It was strong, and that's where her guide touched her on the shoulder.
Nice.
Heart, weak, but it went to medium, and there's where I saw a slight hint of digestion issues. And then the throat, weak to medium. There was
Oh,
some stress
stimulated
there.
crown chakra. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Third eye.
That's really cool.
Well, when she took training over there at the center in Japan, and that was the first time I met her, I could feel her whole body vibrating. That was something else.
Wow.
Yeah, from all the teachings. Anyway, Lisa is a healer and presented with energy in the palm of her hands. She has access to healing energy. Although her sacral chakra is deficient, and when assessing her solar plexus, a guide created an itch to her shoulder, indicating a will to guide.
Hmm.
Unresolved issues related to love and passion persist as digestion challenges were slightly there, like I said. Due to this heart chakra relation, she is unable to speak her truth, thus linking her throat chakra to some stress. Why? Lisa is a powerful healer trying to find her way, but may decide to resolve a past which caused her to be silent. Lisa
Hmm.
may feel alone, although she has a soul group. She now may stand in her power and use the training taught by Dr. J to live her true soul.
Hmm.
Unresolved issues return or shouldn't be trigger as healers progress. I remember you sharing that. Two, I began work starting with her root chakra and continued to work on all,
You love that past tense, huh?
oh man, on all. And look, it gave up on me in the last one. Oh, chakras. There we go. As well as connect to all of her chakras to well, I have to figure out continuing with the crown chakra or ending with the crown chakra. Focused on
No,
joining
go
Lisa
go
as
go
she
back. Go back just a little bit. I'm sorry.
where
Feminine power. Okay. All right. I'm with you.
oh okay, number two.
Well, because you said to the crown chakra and you said it was stimulated. So
Yeah, I can always feel a vibration with her. Usually it is the third eye, just really strong connection, and her crown chakra was stimulated.
nice.
Joining Lisa as she feels her feminine power, healing energy, shared psychologically with her that she has a guide ready to assist her, and it was present during the session. The sacral chakra was dominant tonight. Worked on relieving stress to her heart and digestion.
Oh,
Next,
hey,
provider.
hold on, hold on.
Uh-huh.
I thought you said her third chakra was dominant.
Did I say that?
Well, go back up to the
Yeah, I think you're
listings.
right. Let me see. Where am I? Yeah, the third chakra. So I'm gonna have to work on this. All right. Let's make sure this is Lisa. Yeah, so it is the not the sacral.
Solar plexus.
Yeah, solar plexus. Ugh. Can't blame the computer. Worked on relieving stress to her heart and digestion. Next, provided relief to her throat. Her challenge to speak her truth is causing some stress to her heart. What to do? Know that she is a powerful healer. When observing her field, a beam of light shined down. Noted that
Wow.
she's a light in her world. I mean, I literally saw this light coming down.
Oof.
Listen to her guides, call them out by name. Lisa is receiving many messages and downloads that may add to some distractions or confusion. She may allow herself time to connect to the universe and the zero point or infinity. Lisa may remember her mission and be at peace.
May remember her mission.
Yeah.
Wow. Did you
All
say
right.
that
So,
to her?
you know what? Some stuff I did, other stuff when I look back, because I remember that session, it was like, oh, shoot, I forgot to tell her something, and I put it in here. And it's about her
Well, I mean,
ancestors.
if you were saying, "Oh, Dr. J, you may be a great healer," I'd think, "Oh, what am I not doing?"
Oh, why I put may because we don't know. And
Okay.
I may hear or see something, but the other person may not. So
Okay.
you may choose, right? You can choose. We always choose or may not choose. But I think Lisa's on it. So I suggested she sit in her field of energy with everything and nothing, rest in the infinity, accept the new paradigm, and settle in the knowing.
Okay.
So
I
find,
I really enjoy that even though these reflective practices are called short forms, I really enjoy that you put this much detail in here. This is
well, I'm
great.
kind of like trying to wrap it up because I'm running out of time,
What does that mean?
meaning with trying to be more specific and then even in the sessions,
Oh, I see.
not include everything, but use it in
Hmm.
the story, right? So find the Otis tree in your area. Thank your ancestors for planting the seeds of hope. So this is the part I didn't tell her. I got the message that it's kind of like a connection to her ancestors. Place your right and then left palms on the tree. Say aloud, you accept messages of love, hope, and gratitude. Say everything is important and nothing is important. Because I think for me at that moment was she gets stressed out that everything is important in
Did you
this
did you tell her that?
Yeah, I told her that none of this little stuff matters. In the higher dimensions, it's like they don't even see us as ants because we see ants, not them. That's not how it translates. It's um, that the most significant thing is love and the higher level of love, but it's kind of hard to. Love has this depth, right?
Yeah.
And that is where nothing is important and everything is important. It's that 0 point, right?
Yeah.
And then it's clear. And I believe the flow happens at the 0 point. But
It
anyway,
does. That's the point of balance I said in the opening meditation.
mm,
Everything and nothing
yeah,
exists in the center, the God spot. That's why you
I
hold
don't know.
that's why you hold the Vajra the way that you do,
Yeah, I
right?
need one of
Your
those. I mean,
your
I want
hand.
one of those. Yeah.
Well, I can give you a link where to get one.
Ooh. Follow-up was not completed, but I did ask if it resonated, and she said yes. But I mean, there wasn't any detail to it already. So now let me get the 55. Let me make sure I finish it with Sergio. This was the first time. No, this is the second time that I worked on Sergio. Let me just make sure it's all done. Yep. All right. Can you give me 1 second?
Yeah, want me to pause the recording?
Yes.
All right.
I don't know why I can see you, but I was trying to silence. I just need to check something. So it was the office calling me. So I have, right. So root, all right. The root chakra was, there was warmth. The sacral was a dominant energy to the throat. Solar plexus, a window or dimension was present. Four, the heart, there was side pain. And
Yeah.
five, throat, something, I got the message, something you will become. The
This is
third
number
eye, there
five,
was
Sergio, for the sake of the recording.
the third eye was a vibration, and then seven was crown. There was a left hand sensation. Alrighty, so remote, yes, biofield, all affected, archetypes, emotionally, physically, psychological, and spiritually, and then all improved.
So you think
Root,
third was dominant?
yes.
Okay. Oh,
All
and the
right.
crown was stimulated again, huh? Wow.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the
Okay.
power in the hand. Let's see. You want me to keep going down?
Yeah.
All right. So Sergio, he is affected psychologically, emotionally, and spiritually. He has a strong healing energy and presented as grounded, which is kind of rare, but he demonstrated I don't know where the is come from. And then it wasn't like this. He demonstrated some wonderful natural strengths. His sacral chakra presented as weak with signs of energy to his throat chakra. So it may have been what you're saying, one is pulling from the other. But at the time
Oh,
of this,
yeah.
that's just not 100%, I don't know, but I end up saying it because I know those are your terms, indicating that his sacral chakra is pulling from his throat chakra. He may be facing a heartache or pain related to love. Why? Sergio is becoming a divine healer. During the session, he presented with past trauma that may be challenging him. I forgot the B to make this grammatically something. And now look what happened. Let's go with challenge him. As Dr. J teaches, the healer will be confronted with challenges at each level of development. His heart chakra carried a symbol of side pain, noting that he may face a challenge or in order to move forward.
Hmm.
Two, I began work starting with the root chakra and continue to work on as well as connect to all of his chakras, concluding with his crown chakra. Focused on providing relief to his sacral and throat chakra to empower him to stand in his power, joined in the relief to his heart by de-stressing and reducing his side ache,
Oh,
send all
nice.
negative energies to the earth. What to do?
What do you
Uh,
mean you sent all negative energies? You mean energy So this wasn't any intelligent beings, though, right?
Just the stress, because I'm trying
Okay.
not to take it on, because I
Okay.
think you said that the last time we spoke, and I said, you know what, I'm gonna look at that and make sure I do everything like extra stuff, you know. Back then it is release. But now I'm trying to do a complete, always protection, protection,
Okay.
release, protect. What to do? Complete an assessment of what he may be experiencing, formulate what is coming up for him, and then why. Identify past trauma, work through the past by visiting, make a correlation to continue to explore. Next, he may accept his talents and strengths, believe he is a powerful healer, and know it to be true. He has access to another dimension. This carries some decision making of assessing the new paradigm for a purpose.
Of accessing the new paradigm for a purpose.
Mm-hmm.
That's huge.
Let's see what he says. But so anyway, I didn't follow up with him on any of this stuff, so it would be
Okay.
interesting. It's probably late now. He's done a lot, and anyway,
Okay.
so the typical things, was what
Okay.
we instruct,
Okay. Go
but
to the first. Go to the first sentence.
as instructed by Dr. J.
Yeah. Suggest she.
Oh, sorry, he. Well, never mind. Allow
Himself.
himself time. I think I got used to just putting this in for everybody, so I'm trying to keep up to feel the effects of tonight's session and process the integrative chakra therapy session. Take care of self for the next 3 to 5 days. Drink plenty of fluids, nutritional intake to ensure a
Mhm.
healthy body. Practice spiritual, religious beliefs / routines. So, suggested find your calm, use a body of water to relax. He may add salt, sing. Why said sing to him, sing your heart song, but sing his heart song and relax. And then, quote unquote, you are on a new adventure. Notice his heart chakra presented with sign paid, indicating there is a past or issue that is resurfacing. Recommended he use the heart center exercise to begin energy work, protect his energy. I know I wrote it like I was talking to him. And limit the flow. Do not give it out freely. Close all energy work by clearing and cleansing.
Mhm.
And follow up wasn't completed, was not. All right. I think the rest of them have been women, so poor Sergio. You and Sergio, because Christopher's not really showing up all the time now.
No. No. But he's an interesting soul. I'll give him that.
Yeah, Helen told me something the last time I worked on her, which I did the follow up with her too, so that was good. I don't know how much time you have, but I did the follow up with Helen. Let's see, what's her name? Shira?
Oh
You
yeah, yeah.
call something else?
Rachel Donsky
Rachel.
calls
Yeah.
herself Shira.
Yeah, I like that. Standing in her power. But,
Hmm.
but I think she had an attachment. You're like, man, all my students start because we're studying attachments. Everybody has an attachment.
Hmm.
So here's what happened. When I got to her crown chakra, it was just like draining me. I felt like it was trying to get stuff from me. So I just cut it off, at that point. So it
Hmm.
had to be connected to, it has to be somewhere in the head. I want to say it felt like the third eye. But anyway, it was a odd session. And she was outside, so she couldn't hear me. So I don't know. Is she typically outside when you provide
No,
session?
she's typically inside. And
Yeah.
she took some courses from me as a student, as a mentee for a while.
Mm-hmm.
And when requesting remote healing, she usually wants just me to work on her.
Mm-hmm.
But there's been a kind of a boundary thing because, I said, well, I can work on you, but usually I charge
Right.
for these things. And so, and then I handed her off to you partly because of the experience, but then I'm thinking, oh my God, I've given Tanya Cindy, I've given her Wanda, I've given her Rachel.
Well, I was gonna talk to Rachel and, tell her the same thing, that there is a charge that she can have two more. She's more than welcome to join Monday nights. But I
Yeah.
don't know how you feel about, since she was a student, if she could still come to
No.
student. Okay.
Yeah.
So I told her
Well,
every other Monday, I said I would talk to you, but I don't think so unless she was an active
well, as
student.
long as she's an active student, yes, but
Mm-hmm.
otherwise,
Because it was
you
just
know,
so odd, why would you be outside? And then she said the connection's bad, and I'm like, yeah, because you're outside. I mean, I wouldn't.
yeah, that I don't know.
So the what I got was that she gained a lot from you. That's what I got, was
Mm.
that she feels good. Mostly everyone, we all feel good after having a session with Dr. J. So no, it's time that, one, she could pay for your service. Two, I'm going to ask her for payment. I'll give her two more, but really join Monday nights. And there's really no excuse
No, there's not.
because we're on Zoom.
I mean, she has come in person to the other location
Hmm.
by, I forget. I think she took the train,
Oh, so
and I
she
think
doesn't
she,
have transportation?
I think she lives downtown.
Right. That's what she told me. She said, you move
Yeah,
further out, but she can go on Zoom. So that's the thing. And then she
that
says,
is
well, I
the.
was taking classes, and I'm thinking, well, I didn't ask her,
No,
I just
she's
didn't.
not. That was quite a while ago.
Yeah. Well, when she said she was taking classes on Monday night, I'm thinking, you probably won't have classes forever on Monday night. So it was just excuses because I think it was convenient.
That's the point of healthy boundaries.
Yeah. So I was going to let her know. We didn't reschedule for another time. And I said, I'm not reaching out to her. It's up to her yeah. For me, these are healthy boundaries when you want services. But I did feel like I was being drained when I got to her crown, not crown, the third eye. I mean, literally, I could just feel starting even to feel pain in my body. I'm like, nope, we're done. I'm going to close it out. Started treating it as an attachment. So I was able,
Yeah, yeah.
um,
Well, yeah. That was my experience working on her.
yeah. So she's less, I don't know if that's why I said it felt like taking advantage, like someone is, and you and I had another person like this, and she had her dog in the session. Do you remember her? And you cut her off fast because I was shocked. You usually spend more time, but as soon as something happened and I was starting to feel drained, I'm like, oh my gosh, what is she doing? To me, it seems like she was trying to either figure us out, get, I don't know. It was a very interesting session.
And some people are like that, so can't waste our time.
Yeah. So anyway, we'll see if she calls back. It just was
Okay.
awkward.
Okay. Well, I'm going to go ahead and turn off the recording.
Okay.